He don't say, Lord, I'm sorry or anything. He pick up the phone and must answer him good.
I am the father. Matter of fact, you should have called him and apologize.
No, sir. You know, Sir James said to me, say, I must call him up. No, Pastor Heron, you know, fear. No. I didn't do anything wrong. No, sir.
Oh, yeah?
And you did not say phone call.
I said phone call.
But that's illegal. No.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. I'm sure the two sisters will agree with me. If God call you now, you don't answer him. And then call you back and you finally answer and then fix your business. Would you apologize to God?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because
Because what?
Don't put it so hard, sir. I should have answered.
Did you know your father represent God in your life too?
Oh, God in heaven. The pastor here and me can't go pick up phone, God in knows. I don't, but I even do that because I hear say that closely. No.
Virgin.
I have to wait until I catch him in a good mood. I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to wait. I have to wait until maybe when I catch him in a good mood when we are talking.
Oh, call him tomorrow and sweet him up.
No, Pastor.
tomorrow's father's birthday.
Oh yes, that's what he said. But if they go bring it up to one pastor, might be go post me was like,
yeah.
Lady of humble.
And when him done, you say, Daddy, you know some love you same way though.
I tell him that many times and they say, uh-huh.
Okay. When he sit with his friends, what do you think he says?
I caught him one time telling him that Papa, my daughter that love Lord.
And him boast why? But him not show that to you. Yes, I personally believe that a godly father is to be the first date for their daughter. And I don't mean a date in the house, a date out, go to the movies, right, with their friends, adjust among their friends, but still be an adult.
Right.
I went out with Nisha to a restaurant, all dressed up. As a matter of fact, she was coming from a school thing where she got some awards. And at the restaurant, the waitress thought we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And she and the other table and on this side, and we were talking and laughing and messing with each other food. And the lady said, oh, such love. And she said, yeah. That's what her daughter show for their daddy. And she said, what?
Hey!
So, oh my. No wonder when you got up and spread yourself, he gave you that look and you straighten up. Yeah. And the three of us took pictures together. Okay? Because the lady is a white woman from the Midwest. So that's the way they were brought up.
Amen.
As a white woman and seeing it among black folks, she feel, come on, we're family, let's take pictures.
That's true.
Right? So going with the date with your daughter is not just in the house.
No.
Let their friends see also. You know what happened? When they decide to step across the line, one of the friends gonna say, oh. If your father was here, so Sister Andrea, you answer Vanessa question. Now I'm gonna pose a counter question. What about the mothers and their sons? What about the mama's boys?
When it comes to the reason why I said with the mothers and the sons and the fathers and the mothers is because See, fathers know how men think, and mothers know how women think. And just to educate them on the types of different, to educate your son, the type of women that are out there. They're going to have some women that's just be after what you have. What do you call them now? What's the word? What's the word? I don't remember the word. But they have some women that's just gonna be after what you have or what you can acquire, what you can give them. So you as the mother gonna teach them the woman that teach them would you care about them. The one that really care about you, that's the one that you understand, wanna have anything to do with. And then also the woman explain to them the ones that they're not interested in you. They're just interested in your money, your car.
So, Sister Beth, I ain't got no money. Can you explain Proverbs 5 verse 3 for me?
5:3 says, for the lip of a strange woman, okay, drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil.
4.
Yes. 4 says, but her is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword.
5.
Her feet go into death, her steps take hold on hell.
Okay, go to 6.
Lest thou shouldest ponder.
Wait. No. Chapter 6.
Oh, chapter 6. Oh, okay.
Verse 24.
24 says, to keep thee from the evil, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
25.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her lips.
26.
For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adult hunt for the pride.
And 27.
Man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned. See? Yeah, so that's why, but there's the other flip part to it now, the mama's boys.
Yeah,
Mama's
just
boys,
take out the son and put the daughter. And take out the woman and put the man. Sorry. In today's day.
yeah. Oh God. With the mama's boy thing, I think with the mama's boys, I don't have children, but I can see where some women can really hamper the boys too much. Growing, but that's why it is very important. Children need their parents. They need their mother and they need their father. They need both of them. The fathers have to be there, the mothers have to be there. But woman is raising a boy. Only some women will really know what they're doing. But some women, they going no matter what, they're going always. But if you pamper your son too much,
Spoil him.
exactly, and lots more trouble. It's just more trouble. If you pamper them, or because boys, you grow boys different from how you grow girls. Grow them different.
Okay.
I go mind them by myself. Well, I had 4. The 2 older one I didn't grow them. They left me when they was 5 and 7. But I grew the other 2. And I grew them to be respectful people.
Good.
Boy and a girl.
There's just in that.
Yes.
That's where the problem comes, because
They know.
it's 2 people who are required to grow them.
Yeah.
The father should be cognizant of what the mother is doing, and vice versa, and he should be able to help draw the line as to how far she is allowed to go in hearing what the young man should do in relationship to, or she is allowed to do for him, or allow him to do in that situation. I think that's part of what there's a balance that should be there, both on the side of the man and on the side of the woman.
And I guess with growing children too, as just like how Pastor said before, and it's so true. God not just jump in and rescue every time. Listen, the children need to learn certain things.
Yes.
Like, I'm serious. Like, they need as little as you see. All some of them when they're little 3, 4. I babysit the 4-year-old, and every time I'm spreading the bed, she wants to come spread the bed. But honestly, she just want to jump up on the bed while I'm trying to spread the bed. But anyways, you see, as little as they are, you have to teach them, okay, take up your toys. Pick up every one of your toys. You love to have the toys, and pick up all your toys and put them away now. You have to start to teach them from they're young. Don't do everything for them. If you do everything for them all the time, every cleaning up, every time you doing everything for them, whether it be a boy child or a girl child, when they grow up, when they reach certain age, you should be allowing them to wash their clothes. Make them wash them clothes. Get them a pan. Let them put their school clothes in there. Make them wash it. If you wash it over after them, no problem. Teach them. When they reach certain age and then they can go on the stove, teach them how to boil the hot dog. Teach them how to make mac and cheese. Teach them something. Teach them stuff. Don't do everything for them and then they reach 19, 20. They don't know how to do laundry. They don't know how to boil water. They don't know to do anything at all. And then they want girlfriend. They want boyfriend. Or they want husband. They want wife. And you see what I'm saying?
They
So
leave everything.
especially and especially with the boys too, make them learn to do stuff too. Let them learn to do everything. Let the girls learn how to do everything too. Let
They
them
both
learn how to do everything.
They both learn.
Yeah.
They both need to learn, yeah. Because guess what? When the boy is older, let's say he decide to get married, guess what? His wife might do every except laundry. He can't teach his wife. She might be able to do everything good and he don't know how to do certain things. She can teach him and vice versa. But teach them, don't be, oh, it's just the woman that cook. It's just no, teach them. You never know. Suppose one day the wife sick and she can't cook. What you do? You don't want to go drop dead or go restaurant every second go buy cook food because the wife. No, teach them to do everything and then they'll know how to do it.
Yeah, you know
how to do. You can cook dinner one time when the other person can do it. You can clean one time when the other person can do it. But if we just depend on,
and if you grow your boy child properly, sometimes the wives that they get, you have to train them. Because with my son. You understand? You train her to do certain things because the way how she was grown, she lose her mom was very young. And she was born, she didn't grow up in a steady home. And because she didn't learn to do a lot of stuff. And he could be able to teach her. Teach their children. So they need to learn as well. Because if you don't do it the right way, then they don't know what to do. When my son was 7 years old, I sick laid on him in the bed. And he could just barely reach his stove. And he had to use a block to put the stove so that he could reach his stove so that him and his sister could eat because I couldn't do it. And if I didn't know what, you would know what to do.
I like what I said. I'm reminded of the fact that when I was pretty young, my father was a planting kind of man. Raise a few animals, plant his field, that sort of thing. And in the days, railroad was a popular thing in Jamaica. And they had some things they call sleepers that the men used to go out into the forest areas around and the rest of it. And we didn't have any forest in our area. But my father was a part of that kind of crew who would go out and do that kind of thing. So he was going to like 2 parishes down from us being in Manchester. I think they went down to Westmoreland. And just about was down there, I was about 7. my mother fell ill. It was just me and my little sister who was like about 3 or 4 at the point. And he was gone for weeks. And we had to fend for ourselves.
Yeah.
But I was taught and how to do a little washing at a point in time. And things were there to be washed. And I was the one who put them in the pan and do what I could with it and hang it out. And members of the village came by and was moved by what they saw. It wasn't exactly at her standard, but it was better than what it was. And it appeared as this somebody was trying to keep things clean and tidy around the place, you know?
Amen.
So had it not been, and up to this day, I've lived at several places on my own, and my washing and my ironing I have done and can even with eyes that don't work as well as they used. And if I'm home, I will not starve to death because I can put something stove and take it off. And when I come out of it, I don't have to head for the doctor.
Yeah.
I give thanks to the fact that those skills are there. But the funny thing about it, I learned it at the early age. But when I got up to about teenager, early teens, so okay, you have spent enough time in this department. You need to be out there learning what men do to survive in the system. So you get out of here and go find something that men do and do that outside there. That was her method of doing it, but I guess it worked. I learned her section, and I did learn the other section, what for me to learn from that section at a point in time.
And even inside, you can bring your girls outside and teach them what to do outside too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very serious because I wasn't an outside girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was not an outside girl. I was always in the house. So I don't really know if you put me outside. The only thing I could do outside, I did rake. I did rake up the yard, and I used a level. And every now and then, we had a wheelbarrow to rake up the leaf, flip the wheelbarrow, wheel it round to where we burn the trash. That I did, but that's all. So, but if you can use the lawnmower, why not teach them? Why not teach them? Teach them same way. Show them how to do it. Nothing is wrong. Listen, you don't teach them, later on they have to go pay somebody. But if they have learned, maybe they would do it themselves. But because they don't know
that is not always possible for it to be done in that fashion. I recall, for example, my daughter was about 12 when I came to the country, and what I had to get when I came to this country didn't allow me to expose her to some of those kind of things and situations. It was new for both of us because we were coming in at the same time and work here. So, and as if that were not enough, she didn't spend too much time around at that point in time when I came. She ended up back in Jamaica, and I was here. So I saw her on like holidays or the rest of it, and then she was being transplanted into what I was still learning and how to cope with and the rest of it, and there wasn't too much what I was familiar with for me to teach her about how we lived back then. So it wasn't exactly the same situation that I would have been happy and comfortable. And there are some missing links as far as I'm concerned, because some of the things I wanted to have taught her were not taught, never was. But life